I didn't want to say anything while we were taping because it's going to be so funny. But Chris said some weird. Yes, you didn't. You didn't say blaster. You're like, yeah,
blaster.
I had this blabber over here, and then I had a blabber. You didn't say it even close to right.
You said blaster twice.
I was dying laughing, but I didn't want to say anything.
You should have said it.
Well, the screen was on him, so we were all laughing. And you couldn't see us.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It is Wednesday's Wins and Wiffs of the Week. We're here on YouTube with you. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit that bell icon so you can be notified of new content throughout the week. We appreciate that subscription. Please comment below and let us know what you thought of the episode. Ask a question if you have one. I'm Shane. Chris is here. John, Brandon, and Charles. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, guys.
What's up?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me, Charles.
So Shane, last week Wins and Wiffs.
Take it away,
John
Charles.
Mike was not working. This week, it looks like Brandon is standing in front of some kind of vehicle or something because he had the brightest light on his face. He just changed it.
It's probably because Officer Dangle pulled me over, huh? Huh, Charles?
He just took it off.
I didn't know that Officer Dangle was joining us tonight.
That mustache was coming in last week, and now it's getting bushy.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance to get your fancy boots?
Y'all ready for a mustache ride?
Can you picture Charles in those little beige shorts and like kicking his heels up in the air?
Exactly.
I love how Shane and John have mustaches also, and they're making fun of someone else who has a mustache.
Because we're men. We're men with mustaches.
It's connected to a beard. Yours is connected to nothing.
It's a floater.
It's floating in front of your face.
You got a lip floater going there.
Oh, he's got a something that I can't mention on air.
Yeah, I probably should stop there.
A Cincinnati steamer.
My wife was watching some cooking show yesterday, and the lady mentioned something on TV about a Dutch oven, and I just started laughing. She's like, "You're so stupid." I'm like, "She said Dutch oven. How can I not laugh at that?"
See what John and I have. This is called a flavor saver.
That's right.
So we'll talk about that another episode. All right, folks, we are ready for the wins. Who's got the first win of the week?
I will. I'll start us off. Gloveless.
Either you could start us off, or I want to see the pile of Halloween candy that Chris has in front of him from his son's bucket. He's still, I knew what was going on over there. I could tell. Mowing down a small mountain.
He's mowing.
All right, Charles, what do you got for us?
So I got a straight from Mexico, a Lily Letty.
Just gonna check in with Brandon real quick. Follow that.
Got a Lily Letty TIE Fighter pilot.
Is it uncracked?
No. It has very small rubs to it. Comes with the Letty Blaster. I mean the blaster. Letty.
Blasper.
You like that, right? All right, so tell us, what's the story?
What do you mean?
Letty.
So, well, you've been getting some international stuff lately.
Is it?
Yeah, I ordered this from someone from Mexico. Comes with a Lady Blaster. Blaster.
Correct.
Is it a
Mr. Boys can't
AFA 90 mint?
No.
Oh, okay.
At least.
At least.
It's going to probably get an 80.
Okay.
Which is actually very good.
Which is pretty good for Lily Letty, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Oh, man.
Charles
Right, cool.
Charles is all lettied up, PBP'd, poke. Loves everything.
I don't have one POC.
No?
I can't wait till he gets some Glassly, some Meccano. So you're going to send that in for grading, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't think Charles owns a single figure that's not inside of acrylic. That's in your personal collection. I don't know. Do you?
Correct.
I actually...
He's going to be so mad how long he kept his shiny forehead in close to the camera on that one.
I only own one loose figure, and it's the prune face that Shane spray painted.
Oh, nice.
That's the only one. Everything else is in acrylic.
Okay. All right. So who's got another win for us?
I mean, I got new pieces in this week, but I didn't take any of them down, so
Yeah.
I don't have any of them on me.
Ooh. Brandon has a very nice white R2.
He had a nice one until his finger hit the sticker.
Yeah.
No CO.
It's a no glove.
I don't know if it's any different, but it's a sensor scope, no CO. Can't see it on here.
It is different.
Yeah.
Rare.
Is it more rare? Is it rare?
It's medium well.
This is the most unprofessional podcast.
So
in the history of...
usually when you're holding up an R2D2, you should be using your pinky figure, and you slide R2 on your pinky, and then you hold them like that. Just to let you know.
It's like a butt plug.
No, but so you don't touch the sticker.
I
But
didn't touch it.
go on, Brandon. It's fine. Just keep grabbing his legs.
I held his leg.
Chris, just feel free to snack on whatever you have there. Please don't hold up. Don't slow down for us, please. And while you're chewing, please share any comments or thoughts that you have.
You're touching the sticker.
I have 3 more left. Don't worry.
At least it didn't come with a blaspa.
So where did you get that no COO R2 sensor scope?
No idea. It was in a box thrown in my drawer.
Oh.
So it's actually not a new addition then.
It's new to me.
Oh, look what I found.
He opened a drawer and he hasn't opened it in a while, and that's his win of the week.
Hell yeah.
He finds a box in a drawer.
Hey. Hey,
it's like when you put
Jane, who has boxes piled in the hallway.
Yeah, but
here's
those
my
are
win of the
new
week. Didn't even
things
know he had half that stuff.
Those are new things into my house. It's in there with your underwear. You've already owned that.
Shane just unpacked his bag from the ICCC show in April.
My, you don't know how right you are. My wife we're getting ready to leave for Seattle in 2 days, and she goes, "Can you unpack your suitcase so that we can use it again?" And that's when I went to Seattle in August. It's November. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'll unpack
Oh my God.
That's what happens when you work from home. Like you just put on, joggers and a t-shirt. You don't really need your whole wardrobe. All right. Who's got something else from one of their armoires or drawer in their house?
Armoire.
Brandon's win is like when you put on your winter coat for the first time of the year and you find like a $20 bill in the pocket from the previous year. And you're like, oh, this is a win. All right, John, what do you got?
All right, we've been selling a lot of pops, believe it or not, at the Vault, 1414 Battlefield Parkway, Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. So Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. We've been selling a lot of pops, but we got some cool new pops in this past week. The ET pops.
Oh.
They're super
Oh my gosh,
cool.
they're up to $12.52.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, and the numbers change according to whatever, like they have some
Line
other
it is.
they have some other pops that are like the sports pops and stuff. They have different numbers too.
Okay.
Like you can have the same number, but it's a different style pop. So they have thousands of pops.
How much is that one worth?
This one right now is selling for $16.99 at the Vault.
So it's a new one.
Brand
isn't it?
new.
Yeah.
They just came out. So, but I thought this is my favorite of them all because it's got the ET and the bicycle in the basket.
Correct.
But yeah, we're selling the heck out of some pops. It's been awesome.
I have a question for everybody. See if you remember this. What is the first movie you saw in a movie theater?
Tron.
Tron. That's a good one.
I can tell you the first one that I remember, but I don't know if it's actually the first one that I saw.
That's fine.
Event Horizon.
Oh my! What? That's like 1994.
I was born in
was 18 when he
82.
saw it.
His first movie was when he was 13.
Shane, hang on. That's incorrect.
He said Event Horizon.
I think Event Horizon was actually 1988, Brandon, or 90. You would know.
No.
1997. Really?
Oh, 97.
Are you
Oh.
thinking of The Abyss?
Maybe. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not Event Horizon.
He was,
Hey,
about 19 years
you
old.
were, you were almost 18 when that came out. Like, how can you...
Why am I
The
thinking of Event Horizon?
The Abyss is a James Cameron movie, by the way.
It's like, Chris, what's the first movie you saw in a movie theater? Independence Day 2.
Maybe it was Sandlot. I don't know.
What's funny is that Chris and Charles each have their own fact checker sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get away with
Charles
anything.
is as bewildered as we are.
Charles, do you actually remember seeing Event Horizon in the movie theater?
Yeah, after he left the bar, he went over to the
No,
movie theater and
no.
Horizon.
Event Horizon, I was 37. Hang on. What I was doing.
We were actually on vacation in New Hampshire, and that's when I saw it.
1997.
I thought it was like
college.
88 or something. I was like 6 years old, 8 years old, but I guess I wouldn't be seeing Event Horizon.
No,
at
was a
6
freshman
anyway.
in college. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so who else? Who else remembers? Brandon, what do you remember seeing?
It can't be this because there's no way, but I think the first one that comes to mind is Candyman.
That's like 90 or 91, isn't it?
Candyman.
Candyman is like, I think Candyman is like 87, 88.
Let's see.
Check me out. Let's see.
92.
92. Yeah.
Or 92 was going to be my
I said
third.
90, 91. I was pretty close.
Now,
Yep.
God, when did ET come out?
82.
Well, 82. So that's
No,
my
I wouldn't have
answer, and
gone
that's
and seen
obviously why I thought of
those.
the question.
Maybe Ninja Turtles, the movie? That's got to be late 80s.
91.
90, I think.
They were like 90,
It must have
91.
been Batman in 89.
Oh, is there any more options, Brandon? Anything else?
I
Trying to
saw
think of it by
Batman.
year and what I would have seen.
I saw Batman in a drive-in movie theater. We have one in the next town over. It's like
So basically, Brandon started at 1995 and worked his way backwards.
I think the first movie I saw in the theaters was Citizen Kane. When
This
it was
has been
revealed
the-
that Rosebud was a sled,
I
it
just
knocked me out
remember-
of my chair.
I remember Candyman because it was grotesque. And I probably should not have been watching it as a 10.
right. This man, this was the worst answered question.
Yeah.
What about yours, Shane? What about yours?
Well, my answer was E.T. That's what made me think of the question. Is you holding it up? E.T. is the first movie I remember seeing in a theater. I think I confirmed that with my mom at some point, but I remember she bought me a button because back then they actually sold merchandise in the movie theater.
At the movie theaters, yeah.
So I got a black button with the purple ET on it, and I had it, like in a drawer, with my stuff all the years growing up. I don't know where it is now.
So ET was 82?
Yeah. So
and you were born 70. Oh, okay.
78. So I think it was like a May movie, right? May 82, something like this. Summer movie. So
if you find that button and you show it off next week for your win of the week, would that be considered a win of the week?
I guess you could explain it away if I refound something that I thought I lost or something. Yeah, I guess.
Same here. I thought I lost that R2.
He bought it like 3 months ago and he thought he lost it and now it's a win.
Well, at first I knew, but then I didn't know, but now I know.
Did you buy that before or after you went to the movie theaters and saw Candyman? All right. So Tron, E.T., Charles, what's your answer?
Event Horizon.
Since we're doing wins and whiffs, and now we're asking about our first movie, which is going to be a separate episode, I'm going to go with I don't remember.
Charles is losing his mind again.
Yeah.
He's so...
Again, he's so pissed right now.
His mustache is glistening.
His mustache is actually making ripples right now. It's so pissed.
All right. Do we have any more wins of the week? I have one to share. Did anybody else not go yet? I'll go and you guys can think about it. I just have a quick one. This is
incorrect.
Power of the Force. Power of the Force. Power of the Force. Don't get too excited. I don't have an A-Wing, and I came across this at a toy show and grabbed a couple of ships from this guy. And it's just cool because it's the same mold. It's just cool to see it. I had never seen one in person, honestly. So it's just cool to play with it, and it's... the kids are playing with it, running around the house. And so it was fun to just get this ship that is from the vintage movies, from the original movies, and just check it out in person and have it in the house as one of our part of our Star Wars collection across the house. So that was my win of the week, is finding some Power of the Force ships at a toy show recently.
Nice.
So I don't think I'm going to be getting the what is that going for these days? Is it still $500-$600, or does it come down?
You really haven't seen any on the market lately to really know, but I still think it goes for about $600.
Yeah, so
easily.
Probably not adding that anytime soon. So I'm happy to have this. All right, anyone else? All right, do we have a whiff of the week?
I have a whiff.
Yeah.
I have a whiff also.
Wow. So it is whiffs.
No, I don't.
I'm so happy there's two.
It's not technically like a whiff,
Except
but
for the movies.
It kind of is. So basically, right now for me, my whiffs have been buying collections. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people have been reaching out wanting to sell their collection. And most of them, unfortunately, bought at the height of the pandemic. So now they're trying to sell it at that price that they paid for. So I have been turning down collections left and right because I just can't pay the price that they want. So if, for instance, like if they paid $700 for a loose yak face and they're showing me this mint loose yak face that would grade high or whatever, and they want $700 for it, I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, you bought it at the height of the market, and the market, it's not like that anymore. The market has softened. People are just not spending that kind of money right now, and it's going to sit. So I would say for me is my wish is I can't get a collection right now.
Are these, novice collectors or occasional collectors? Do they not have their finger on the pulse, or they don't care what the current price is? They want to get their money back.
No, I think, they might be like a regular, common collector, but like I was saying is they probably started during the pandemic. They bought a lot of these pieces at the high mark. And they're just not understanding that even though Star Wars is still very much in demand, people still want the same pieces as they wanted a year or two ago, but people are just not spending that kind of money right now because the economy. People are, taking a more careful approach. So,
do they understand that they're not going to be able to sell that to anyone for $700?
That's
what I'm wondering.
you can only explain things so nicely to people without coming across as, rude. Mm-hmm. So most of my whiffs is just going to be that I can't close any collections because the people that I'm coming encounter with are ones that are getting out of selling and they bought at a bad time.
Well, those are the people that, Shane, I'm sure that they would be able to sell them to other collectors who would want to add that 700, but for a business, like, you can't, there's no money to be made.
No, I get that, and I was going to say the same thing, that even if it was 700, Chris wouldn't be like looking to pay 700 because he's looking to make a little bit of profit there at least.
Yeah, of course, but
what I was getting at is I mean, Last 17 is not selling for what it sold a year ago.
No, it's
not. I mean, you got that Han and Carbonite for next to nothing.
Yeah, I got it for half of what it was going for a year ago, which is a good deal now. It's not. It's
correct. It's
more than that.
Yeah,
but
that's still a great deal.
Too bad it was repro.
I sold. I sold a Han in Carbonite. Go back a solid year, maybe 14, 15 months ago. I sold one for like $290.
They were hitting 3.25 to maybe 335, 340 at the height. And now you see them listed for $250 all day long and they don't sell.
Yeah.
Correct.
$225, they're not selling. So, again, it's not that people don't want it. People are just not spending the $225 anymore. That's what it came down to.
Right. So, I mean, anybody who's watching this, who's a collector out there, if you're looking to move on from some pieces, I mean, you just have to keep your finger on the pulse of the market, see what things are going for, do a little bit of research on the groups, search for Carbonite and watch the listings come up and see what has sold and hasn't sold. If you have a situation, a family emergency or, financial issue, and you need to sell some stuff, I mean, unfortunately, this stuff is down right now a bit. So that's the way it goes.
Yep.
I think
if you don't need to sell, then hold on to it, and you'll get a price, hopefully, more in the future.
I think the buyer's side of the market will correct itself and be at a point where it's manageable, where you can buy a collection for resale.
Oh yeah,
but it's going to take some time.
It is going to take some time. Yeah.
There are deals to be had now. If you're a longer term collector, there's some holes that you could fill in your collection for less now than 6 months, 9 months, 12 months ago. But it's up and down over the years, over the months. It goes up and down the market a bit. So if you're a long term collector and you've got some pieces that you need, you can get them a good deal now compared to a year ago. How soon it'll go back up, I don't know. But if you're just looking to, move on from your collection, it's not a great time to sell right now.
At least not at the price that they bought it for last year.
Right. So it's the same as any other investment that you would make, whether it's a stock market or something, a little bit more ambiguous in between. Don't sell when it's the lowest point, unless you're nervous about it really going much lower. Stock market is a whole other conversation, but you can't buy high and sell low. It doesn't,
Correct.
You're not going to get your money back. All right. So Charles, Whiff, what do you have for us?
Are we still doing wins and whiffs? Because
this is probably the longest episode I've ever sat through.
Because we were talking about movies earlier, and now we're doing a feedback / comment section that
Charles.
Chris can't find a collection. And now we're on whiff.
I cannot wait until
We're
you
on whiff
shave
now,
that
or
mustache.
Charles,
I
just
can't
have your
wait till you shave that mustache.
yeah, just have your mustache calm down a little bit, okay?
are we doing whiffs now? Like actual whiffs?
Charles
this
hasn't
is
been
a
able
whiff.
to. Charles hasn't shown any growth in the mustache in a week. That is a whiff.
He's so mad it hasn't filled in.
He just had
All
a
right,
personal
hang
whiff.
on.
Your brother, your flesh and blood.
I'm using this as a holder for my laptop. So I got this in from
Oh my god.
from CAS. Came in damaged.
Oh, good.
That's the part that holds the mock and play.
Oh,
And again,
smacking that bowl.
Smacking the blister.
80 grade Rocksteady.
Is that a
Teenage
PvP?
Mutant Turtle. It's 10 back.
Is that a
And-
PvP?
It could be. It was shipped upside down.
What is that piece? Where is that supposed to go?
That's the side piece.
Yeah.
Oh, to
Hold
hold
the
the
bottom on the
card.
side.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
so it
Charles's-
moves back and forth.
That's Charles's side piece.
I thought April was Rocksteady's side piece.
Charles's side piece is so loose.
Hang on. Let me put it underneath my laptop again. I'm using it to prop it up.
He's using Ninja Turtle 10 backs to prop up his laptop for a
It's the exact
podcast.
height that I need.
That stinks. So, and that was the same shipment as the piece you showed us last week.
It was.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So that's going back.
It's going back.
You know what the thing that I'm finding annoying on your behalf is that now you have to ship that back with that thing loose and slapping the whole trip
Yep.
from New York to Florida.
Just
What?
slapping all up
I mean,
side of that. Like, that's what
we
it's
always talk
slapping.
about, we talk about
Loose
vintage
side
Star
piece,
Wars all the time,
slapping.
and Ninja Turtle seems like so much newer than vintage Star Wars, but you're talking about 1988, 87, 88. I mean, it's
That
an
might have been
old
my
piece
first
of-
movie.
Yeah. It's an old piece of plastic now. Like, what's to say that blister doesn't get cracked on,
Yeah, like-
going back?
I'm gonna get my
Slapping.
full insurance money back then, I guess.
I guess that thing's going to be slapping rock steady from New York to Florida. All right, folks. Thanks very much for watching another episode of Wednesday's Wins and Wiffs of the Week. We appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, comment. Let us know what your favorite item was tonight and about Charles's recent shipment. Give us some feedback on your thoughts there. We appreciate you watching. Check out our podcast episode on Sunday nights, either here on YouTube or on your favorite podcast app. We will see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Movies.
Ah.